right, good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday night. We are live here on KENS 5, talking all things weather. It's been another week full of heat, and this past week was definitely hotter than the earlier start of July, and even in June as well. Just want to double check my shot. It looks okay before we get started. But now, obviously today wasn't bad, but yesterday we had about, 96, 97. That'll be what's in store for tomorrow. Next couple of days, no huge surprise. There will be morning clouds, afternoon sun, and highs in the upper 90s, and even some hundreds on the map for tomorrow, especially southwest of San Antonio. Today was a little abnormal because we saw cloud cover, and this deck of clouds really did not break apart. We saw it all day. As a matter of fact, at times it really looked like it was going to rain. And there were some areas of very, very light precip towards Austin, up I-35. Even some spots in San Antonio saw a little bit of drizzle, but most of us escaped dry earlier today. Just want to make sure audio is working good. It sounds perfect. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, join the conversation. If you're traveling, obviously it's summertime. If you're traveling anywhere, let me know, and we can dive deep into the weather happening across the U.S., across the Caribbean, across the Gulf. We can always look at that as well. But yeah, today was not bad. 89 degrees, all thanks to cloud cover. No rain was recorded in the city. There was, again, some patchy areas of drizzle, but it was the clouds that kept us a little cool on this summer Sunday. 89 degrees, the high temperature. Normal is 95, so we'll take it. That's definitely not bad at all. Before we get to what to expect this upcoming week, it's a new week, so new weather always comes down the line. Look at our lake levels. This is incredible and staggering numbers. Now, obviously, since the early part of July, we've seen a lot of rainfall. Some of that has helped us escape out of drought in some areas, mostly like northern Gillespie County and towards Austin, San Antonio, and Medina County, for example, still underneath like extreme to exceptional drought, which we can take a look in a second. But another byproduct of all the rain is an increase in our lakes and our reservoirs. Look at this, Lake Travis at 90% full. Lake Buchanan, I've never seen this in all the time I've done meteorology. This is incredible. Lake Buchanan pretty much at 100% full, 1 foot away from its conservation pool, meaning for Lake Buchanan, that's like northwest of Lake Travis. When it's near or at its conservation pool, it has to release water from the dam downstream towards Marble Falls, towards Lake Travis. And that could be a problem for some, but I haven't heard of any recent problems in Marble Falls because of that. Medina Lake, this time, in early June, I think it was at like 2% full. Now it's tripled that, 6.2% full for Medina Lake. Obviously, that's still very low. It's 81 feet below its conservation pool, but up 12 feet in the last month. Last month, pretty good. Canyon Lake, 67.7% full and 13 feet, up 13 feet since mid-June. Not bad. Not bad at all. From Rita, are we getting any rain? Tomorrow morning may see a sprinkle, and then later this week by Friday and Saturday, maybe a couple of isolated rain showers, but right now mostly dry in the extended forecast, so we'll go over that in a second. Today's high, 89 degrees. 91 was the high in Pleasanton, 102 in Cotulla, 99 in Del Rio, and at 94 at Port Lavaca. We had some mid to upper 80s, just like San Antonio in the Hill Country. 88 the high temperature in Kerrville, and 87 a little cooler in Fredericksburg, 86 in Boerne. Not bad in Boerne today. Right now, only a few degrees cooler, right? 85 in the city, 81 at Boerne, 86 at Castroville, 84 at Seguin right now. 79 already into the 70s for Fredericksburg, but still in the 90s for like western counties, right? So from like LaSalle County to Frio County towards Maverick County, maybe south of Kinney County, 94 at Del Rio, 82 at Beeville, and 83 in San Marcos. The good news, it's been a little breezy, so that's been keeping the air moving, so nice and breezy out there this afternoon and this evening and tonight. Occasional wind gusts are like at 18 to 25, maybe 30 miles an hour near Cotulla, but overall pretty breezy and just a cloudy night. Now, earlier today, some sprinkles and very, very, very light showers and light precip were being recorded up near like Austin, Georgetown, Johnson City, but really not much. Here's the radar, not seeing much. That's all clutter out on the radar. The overnight forecast, we stay partly to mostly cloudy, temperatures falling into the middle to upper 70s. And tomorrow, similar to today where we see morning clouds, and then I think we'll see more sunshine in the afternoon for your Monday afternoon. 10% chance at a stray shower. So Rita, you were talking about, hey, how's the rain chance looking? It's not looking great. Tomorrow, 97 with a small chance at a stray sprinkle. But even if that forms, it'll be very, very light like what you saw on radar just earlier today near Austin. Tuesday, it goes up a level, 99 to 100 on Wednesday. Winds a little breezy at times, but here's the driving force in our weather flow. Pretty large ridge of high pressure out near Louisiana. That's pretty much going to strengthen over the eastern half of the U.S., and some of that will move towards Texas. So I think that's why through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, daytime highs like 99 to 100 degrees around the area. It's going to be very hot. Underneath this large ridge by Friday and Saturday, this coming week, by the weekend, underneath that ridge will be kind of this huge area of tropical rain and some cloud cover and some precip. Now, this is very similar to what happened last week. We had a lot of rain moving to Louisiana. We thought it was going to be something tropical. We thought it was going to be like tropical depression or a tropical storm, but it never formed into that because it was so close to land. It just had no time to strengthen a low-level sensor. Probably it's the same thing later this weekend. Probably just an area of rain, some tropical moisture. Now, by Friday night and Saturday, that's going to move towards Houston, towards Louisiana, and that'll probably lead to some coastal rain for Texas, but more rain for Louisiana. So that's going to increase our chance for rain slightly by the end of the week. It's not going to be a slam dunk, that's for sure. We do need a little bit more rain, but obviously we've just seen so much rain in the last 4 to 6 weeks. But I think, by far, most of any rain that forms by Friday and Saturday this upcoming week will be primarily toward Louisiana and maybe like East Texas. So our forecast stays mostly dry. If you're wondering if there's any rain in the forecast, yes, here and there. Tomorrow, maybe a stray sprinkle, an isolated shower. Same thing Friday and Saturday and Sunday for the 26th and 27th. But overall, most of that rain, as of right now, things could change slightly, but right now the trends are pushing more towards Louisiana on some of those tropical rain showers and thunder showers by Friday and Saturday. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Again, things could change. We'll keep you up to date, but otherwise, it's the summer heat that takes over. Normal high this time of year in San Antonio, 95. We'll be pushing 100 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Because of some of that cloud cover moving in from the east. That'll cut down our temperatures a little bit by the back half of the week. 95 on Saturday and 95 on Sunday with that small chance for a couple of showers. And then by the end of July, which by the way, July ends not this Thursday, but next Thursday. August begins next Friday. So we're almost to August. We're in the tail end of July. Time is moving by fast. And right now, the weather seems to be very, July-like, very summer-like with forecast highs in the mid-to-upper 90s. Download the KENS 5 app, guys, with, more weather changes, with the tropics heating up a little bit more. We'll have updates on KENS5.com, on the KENS 5 app, on KENS 5 Plus. By the way, that is free to stream. You can download KENS 5 Plus, free for Roku and Fire TV in your app store. That's free to download, as well as the KENS 5 app as well. Download it free. It's pretty cool. We'll have updates on our weather forecast, on our KENS 5 platforms. But right now, obviously, barely any rain in the outlook, and more heat takes over by the next 5 days.